All right, they're underway. The rematch. Championship rematch. First one too close to call. This concludes our, well, doesn't really conclude our Season 4 coverage, but this is the only race that really matters. Hello and welcome. Both players go through the tutorial introduction without taking damage or picking up anything, so they'll be familiar with the pattern of these enemies. If you do take something or get hit in that screen, it does alter the pattern that you'll see here in and thereafter. See both players getting the invincibility, but Coach Crab had a shape up there, so he lost a few frames of animation, a few frames due to animation, and he's falling behind. If that's any indication on the first race, Coach is in trouble here. He's going to need Buzz to have a little bit of an issue, or another way he can save time is finishing a stage with less time left on the clock. But he's not that far behind, so anything can happen. As they move on to stage 2, let me remind everybody how these players got here. Buzz was 2-1 in the qualifying rounds. His only loss was to Coach Crab. Coach Crab was 3-0. Their first match, Coach Crab beat Buzz Thunder 10:48 to 11:35. So over a minute difference there. Just under a minute difference there, sorry. In the playoffs, Coach Crab defeated Link Sevens 10:26 to 11:01. Buzz defeated Nearm 10:33 to 11:03. So they're right around 10.5 minute mark each time. Their first race of the championship final, the too close to call race, both players finished in at a time of 10:44. So certainly they'll have to beat that time if they wish to become the champion. And in this season, only the winner of this match gets the guaranteed pick for what game they can nominate for next season. So there is a little bit more on the line this time. There was not an overall outrage about playing this game this this season. It just doesn't seem like it translated well to a good racing game. The two auto-scrollers kind of lent themselves to that opinion. Very few places where you can really dominate in this game. It's more about, did your opponent mess up? Boss fights can be done relatively quicker. They can some of them can have quick kills. You see Buzz down the pig. But it's overall a short game, and perhaps too short for what we want to do going forward. During the off season, we'll be talking about all the participants will be discussing what we want to do going forward. Length of game, tournament format, all those things will be considered. There's stage 3 here. Missing a jump could be deadly. Both players know how to get up to the top relatively quickly. And both have the beanie, and I don't really expect either player to get knocked down here. And Buzz is up to the BBC, the Big Bad Cloud. Coach is going to have less time on the clock when he winds down. Let's see if this catches him up a little bit. Buzz goes into the transition at 5:02. Coach is going into transition at 5:06. So 4-second lead, thereabout. Yeah, Buzz does love the BBC. He did very well on that fight. Here's our second auto-scroller. You can lose time on the auto-scrollers. If you get hit and have to shape up again, the animation stops the scrolling. So it's not a true auto-scroller where every level will take the same amount of time. You can lose time. Coach is keeping the clock lower, although he is a little bit behind, so maybe he does have more on the timer. Let's see, Buzz has 1:17 as soon as the wall hits the left-hand side. Coach has 1:16, so 1 second less. Both players are avoiding getting hit and taking the, whatever you want to call that, clearing the screen. Taking the big A. The A-hole. I don't know why it took me so many races to come up with that name. Take the A-hole and clear the screen so they don't have to make that precise movement in between two of those things. Coach Crab keeping that timer low. Avoiding the clocks. Buzz avoiding the amoxicillin. See how they do on the quick kill here. As soon as the boss splits up into 3, Buzz goes to the left-hand side. So does Coach. Yeah, they both get a quick kill. Three-second lead for Buzz heading into this stage. This is probably the telling stage of the race. Unforgiving if you get knocked into the water here. You get that feeling it's going to be one of those races where Buzz Thunder finishes, but we never see it. Buzz gets the invincibility. Coach Crab, is it here? Yeah, Coach Crab gets it as well. Alright, Buzz gets the second invincibility here. That's the key right there. Coach gets it as well, and we'll see what happens at the boss fight. Looks like Coach lost a little bit of time in that level compared to Buzz. It's 1 hit for Buzz. There's 2. 3. Sometimes you can get knocked down and hit the barrel again, away from the Captain Condom. Perfect fight for Buzz there. I think Coach is working on the perfect fight as well. And there we go. On to the last stage and final fight. About a 6-second lead for Buzz. And he's going to keep that 6-second lead going into the final fight. Gets a quick kill on the right hand, well, the right hand. Or I guess it's the left hand of the ship. It does take an apple to the face though, so if he gets hit one more time, he's going to have to shape up. But he does not get hit again, and there's no disputing this one. Buzz Thunder has finished with a time of 10:27. With Coach Crab quickly behind at 10:38. And if I look at the results again, this seems to mirror their first matchup, I believe, where Coach Crab beat Buzz. That's 10:48 to 11:30. Okay. Hello, Coach.
Hey, Larry. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Good game. What happened there early on?
I don't know. I just we both agreed not to practice at all. I don't think Buzz wanted to practice this game at all.
I believe you got suckered into that. I would not believe that at all.
I probably would have done a little bit better at the beginning if I had a little warm up first. But I mean, I screwed it up. No big deal. Good game, Buzz. Good race.
Yeah, congratulations, Buzz.
Is Buzz there?
Sorry,
Buzz?
I forgot I was muted. Thanks for the good game, guys. I finally slayed the dragon.
10:27. That's a pretty great time. I don't even think I would have done that well if I had if I didn't make. I made a mistake in level 1, kind of like you did in level 1 in our race the other day. I got hit.
Ah. Yeah, this was the best run I've ever had right here. I didn't really make any mistakes. If I could learn how to do the 2 cycle on that hand plane, that would have been like a 10-17, I think. But other than that, that was flawless for me. So I did it right.
Yeah, I didn't get the 2 cycle this time either. I also messed up on the right hand. He ended up shooting. You know how sometimes he shoots the hand if you take too long?
Yeah.
He did that to me, so I just took too long to beat him.
So, rematch of the first game. You guys satisfied with the result here? I know there's a little bit of, I guess, uncharted territory when it comes to that first race being too close to call. But
I mean, yeah, I'm satisfied. I was ready. I was ready to concede to Coach though, just to get it over with, because I mean, you know, when we did all the controversy and the frame counting and the fact that I saw the dot done in chat, but I mean, no, everybody was right with their inputs. Like, yeah, I mean, you're racing the race. You're not racing frame counts and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, who knows if Coach Crab peeled into the pits and topped off his fuel before the green flag, you know, and then still finished the 500 miles first with the quickest time, but not the quickest on the track. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, finally slayed the demon. What is that? 1 in 4 now?
No.
Well, I beat him in wacky races. So, but again, he wasn't even playing that game. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm 2-3. 2-3. I guess in a tournament bracket final situation, I finally.
Is there any
beat
chance?
The coach.
Any chance to get a rivalry race series going with Coach Crab on Tuesday nights?
That's not a bad idea. I mean,
there was one other guy, and he used to be around here as well. And,
we should race all the terrible Tuesday games I play. That's what we should do.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
No,
we
it's
could
only
just
got to
pick
be
up where.
games Buzz knows.
No, that's not true at all. We
What
just
game?
we'll
So
pick
what
up where
game
me
are
and
you
Dick
going
shake.
to? What game are you going to nominate, Buzz?
Oh, for the next tournament?
Yeah, for the next season.
Oh man, and the humiliation. I honestly, I haven't given much thought.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
have to get that up there. I mean, isn't it still going? Is the tournament still going on?
yes, there's one more race to be had. It's tomorrow night. It's Puke 7 versus Ryan 7. And then there's the humiliation sinking race. The sinkers blind humiliation race between me and Dig Shake at some time. We'll schedule that now that you guys are done because Buzz, you do get the nomination for game we could play next season. Coach, you get a handful of entries into the hat as to if you're going to get a pick. It's no longer automatic for the runner-up. But also, since there's going to be no humiliation stream, you would normally have a choice between humiliation stream or humiliation race nomination, Buzz. You'll just pick the game Dig Shake and I play. But the way that's going to work is we're going to go live, and then you're going to drop it on us. So maybe you and Bentglass Tube is signed up to restream. So maybe we'll do it on one night where you're available to commentate with Bentglass Tube, and then you can always give the input on why you chose the game, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like fun. It's a good idea.
You know, it's interesting. In roller games and Panic Restaurant, Buzz has better times than me as far as PBs go. In this game, I have a better time than him as far as PBs go. But
what is yours?
1021.
Okay. This one might have been a 1022 that I just did.
Yeah, it might have, actually. I forgot about the 2.5 second thing. Yeah.
I got that wrong. Puke 7 and Ryan 7 are actually going to be tonight. It's that it's that whole past midnight date changes thing.
Oh,
so
okay,
I just saw the 27th, and I thought tomorrow, and then whatever. Because you guys started at midnight, but you guys listed it at 11:59, so it has a different date. So
well, yeah, I know people were doing that in other tournaments. I think that's easier to to get rid of that date confusion. Just put in that 11:59 instead of midnight, or the next day.
Oh, absolutely. So we'll just we'll flow right into that race on this channel.
Are they going right now?
Well, they're going in like 12 minutes. Looks like the post time. Well, let me reread this and make sure I have it correct. 0:30. Yeah. So it would be in 12 minutes. But yeah. So any regrets, Coach? What's your reflection on this? And let me ask you both a question while we're stalling for time here, while we wait for this next race to start. Game too short to race?
Well, the fact that it's so short is, I think, one reason why we actually end up having a tie. Because it's really hard to. I think 10 minutes. While I do like this game, I think that 10 minutes is a little bit short.
I mean, you're saying is this game specifically too short to race?
It is a game with this duration that you can finish too short to race. In terms of, one, enjoying it, two, having a community watch it like it's over before the notification even hits your iPad, more or less. You're late to the party and the game's over. And three, competition-wise, doesn't leave a lot of room for somebody coming from behind catching up. It's like it's got to be devastating for the person ahead to lose, and not like the second player just playing the second half of the game better. You know what I mean? So
yeah. There's I wouldn't. I mean, Wacky Races was the longest, which was like, I don't know what the average finish time on that was, like 23 minutes,
yeah,
something
about
like
23.
that. So I mean, the difference. I don't think really there's much a difference with any of the games. I mean, there's slight differences as far as the duration, but I don't really think that makes. I mean, it's more based on the game as far as like your opportunity to play a different section better and catch up. But with this game, basically, it's if you have the lead, it's you fall in the water, you're screwed, kind of. Like that's just kind of seemed how this race goes. Like, yeah, you can't do anything better and catch up. I mean, well, not fall in the water.
Yeah, there are little places here and there where you took the lead and kept the lead and sustained the lead, and then coach like chipped away 1 second in one stage, and then you chipped away like 2 seconds on 2 individual stages, and and then the boss fight, I guess. So yeah, I'm just trying to balance the length of the game with viewership, I guess, is kind of what I'm doing here, because like I said, if it's too short, the idiots in chat I have chat hidden so they can't see me. The idiots in chat, if they join late, the race is already over, and then they don't get the notifications that the races go on. So,
right.
So
but also you're talking about the difference of 5 minutes.
I mean, difference of 5 minutes is not that marginal. I mean, it's still a pretty decent amount of race still left. But yeah, I mean, no, it's something to consider. I mean, I know we didn't want these races to be 3 hours at the same time.
Yeah, they just the way it happened is they just kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, roller games was like what, 17 to 20 range.
Well, I mean, 2.5 hours if you were bent glass tube.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean,
yeah,
it takes time.
Got to remember, we phased out all the weaker players. So the competition's a little bit better now than it was back then. So there's going to be no more hour marathon on a 20-minute game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new guys moving up into the upper deck bracket.
Yeah, Armageddon. What are your thoughts on this? We have to pay attention to these people now. Armageddon time and V. Resner. What are your individual thoughts on both of these idiots?
Well, the only reason Armageddon time did so well is because I did a tutorial for him one night, but I won't do that now that he's my competition.
Buzz, do you think that's the only reason Armageddon time did well is because Coach Crab gave him a tutorial? Second place Coach Crab gave him a tutorial?
Oh, look at me. I showed everybody how to play this. Well, I was there for that tutorial stream, so without that, I would not have been able to beat Coach Crab.
Coach Crab, who gave you to the tutorial? Because I wouldn't want to watch them.
Some idiot on YouTube. I don't know.
Are you calling
some Swedish guy?
No, it was just a speed run. I just watched the speed run and just copied whatever he did.
Oh, you watched the wrong one then.
Yeah, I guess I did. I mean, I learned he did certain strategies, and I did those strategies, and I learned new ones throughout watching other people play as well as I went. So, whatever one that I felt was a little bit safer or something maybe a little bit faster that was easy to do, stuff like that.
I mean, I'm worried about. You said it's who 100% all keys god V. Resner? Is the guy who made it in?
Yeah, third place over third best time in the world. 100% all keys god V. Res is moving up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, stiff competition, man. And then also I don't know. Sad to see you and Digshake go.
I'll be back. I'm still here. I'm still around. You can see me. I'm in chat. I'm restreaming. I'm not playing Zelda 1 while these things are going on.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant.
Oh no, I'm saying it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can call out Digshake all the time, but yeah, I've mentioned it to him. He just,
so you and Digshake are falling to the cesspool, but you're not quitting like the other two guys.
I can say for sure one of us is not quitting.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows about Digshake? You know who is quitting? I just heard Ryan 7.
Ryan 7 and Digshake are out for next season. Yes.
Oh, Digshake's out for sure.
Yes.
Oh,
Did
wow.
Digshake just tell you that he is?
Didn't during the season. He informed me.
I thought this was his tournament.
Well, apparently it's not.
But who's going to do the drawing out of the hat?
Well, I don't know. I think things got too complicated for just drawing out of the hat. It was too much responsibility just to pick a name out of the hat, so he didn't want any part of it anymore.
I think that Link 7 is happy that Digshake won't be picking names out of the hat anymore.
Perhaps.
That was like one of the best part of the tournament was getting the whole thing going in the introduction show and the trash talk and all that.
Yeah. Well, apparently he didn't have enough time this year to do anything. So.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, listen, he did race Zelda 1 pretty much every single race that we had here side by side, so I don't know how that works, but he didn't have enough time, so he's
I
bowing
volunteer
out.
I volunteer Artem to get in time to do the drawing out of the hat as long as he wears his eye patch during the stream.
That's something I can collaborate. That's something I can work on. He's got the charisma to do that, so that's something we can consider. Yeah, he's got the webcam and the charisma and the eye patch, so I'll be down for that.